So unfortunately, LeBron James' son, Bronny James, has, at the age of 18 years old, I'm sure you guys have heard, suffered a heart attack at a USC workout. I really hope that he recovers. I don't wish this upon any young athlete. And one thing that we definitely should not do is to even question whether or not it was the vaccine, because the Democrats have told us all along that the vaccine would prevent transmission, that it would prevent you from getting COVID.
The various shots that people are getting now cover that. You're okay. You're not going to get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
Yeah. Of course, everything that they said has borne out to be true. I mean, these are the same people that masked 2-year-olds and said that this was a fabulous move in order to keep everybody healthy. And despite the fact that there are kids that have given up years of learning how to read lips and communicate with other people and keeping children out of school because of COVID, and everything they said turned out to be wrong, we cannot question whether or not it was the vaccine. Like Damar Hamlin, he had commotio cordis. This commotio cordis is when you hit the heart. It has to be done at the perfect timing, and it jars the electrical signal, and then you suffer cardiac arrest. This is despite the fact that he had a chest plate on that really does a lot to protect the athlete from impact. We should not question whether or not it was the vaccine when you see all these athletes that are dropping dead or having heart attacks, and including Bronny James. Do not question the narrative. Do not question why Pfizer is protected from all liability regarding the vaccine. Do not question why you're seeing this happen. And this is a high-profile event that is going to cause some stir in the sand. You know, when you stir sand in the water and it comes up and you have to wait for it to settle down, just wait for it to settle down. Don't question the narrative. It's simple. The Democrats have your best interests at heart, not big pharmas, not the profits. By mandating the vaccine, Joe Biden made everybody's life infinitely better. When Kamala Harris said that she wouldn't take it because Trump had developed the vaccine, and then suddenly she demands that you take it, it's not a political narrative at all. It's because she had a change of mind as to what was going to be best for your health. So make sure that your young athletes who were not at risk from COVID continue to take the vaccine, because we have to prop up big Pfizer's profits, because they are the ones keeping our ne'er-do-well media reporters employed by accounting for 75% of network TV advertisement.
Brought to you by Pfizer.
Brought to you by Pfizer. Brought to you by Pfizer.
And that is going to keep jobs afloat. And if you question whether or not your 18-year-olds should be taking the vaccine, whether or not universities should continue to mandate it and stick by their guns, which of course they should, because we must follow the science, then you become an evil person, because you're putting the people in the media apparatus out of work. How dare you? Have some empathy. Don't question the COVID vaccine. Even as we pray that Bronny James regains full health, just keep giving out the vaccine and taking it, and make sure to get your boosters. And all those people that continually insisted that COVID vaccine was safe and efficacious, and that you were a fool not to take it, and that you were selfish for even considering telling your 18-year-old that they might not want to take the vaccine because don't really seem to be at risk. You are killing grandma and grandpa. And we all hope that Bronny James regains full mobility and health. But the takeaway that I want to leave you with is, be a good citizen of the United States. Don't question the narrative that the government has always had your best interests at heart, and not the profits of Pfizer. Same with the media, who, despite taking 75% of ad revenue from big pharma, still cares more about getting you the truth about Bronny James, about cardiac arrest, myocarditis, than they care about vaccine profits, because they're in the business of truth, not procuring extra dollars for themselves. And as for the Democrats, who mandated that you take your vaccine and would have loved to have shoved it down your throats, and many people were cost their jobs, they must be forgiven, because despite the fact that they knew that myocarditis was taking place and that the vaccine did not prevent transmission, which was the whole reason for mandating it, they were still looking out for your best interests and not Pfizer's.